six things helped me get better at interview. Number one is I kept an interview note. So I had a note where I wrote all the tell us a time when you did this and all the answers were there. So I could tell you, wake me up, I will tell you. I had this, so the scenarios that everything was already there. And then I had a note for the finance core finance questions that I knew that they could ask. I used ChatGPT. If I'm looking for this role, what are the likely questions that they would ask as part of the technical questions, not just the tell us about yourself question. And then I had all of that from ChatGPT, tweaked my prompt, got a lot of questions from ChatGPT, and then I just answered them and I had it in my notes. So each time I do a new job application and I see that there's a requirement they're asking in that job application that I've not had answer for, I will add that to my application notes. So if this job they want somebody that has experience in budgeting, then I would go on ChatGPT. What are the questions they can ask around budgeting? And then I would answer that and add it to my application. So it saved me time preparing for interview. So instead of I have an interview today and I have to start searching for questions, I already have a bank of questions that I just go to. I have my answers written there already. Not like I'm cramming the answers, but I can just read through and then I know, okay, these are the important things in the answers I need to take note of. That was very helpful. The second thing is I used to research my weak answers after the interview. So if there's any question that I come across in the interview that the interviewer asks me and I feel like that wasn't the best answer I could have given, after the interview, immediately before I forget, I write the question down and I research about it and I add it to my interview prep notes. And that was what helped me because the job I got last, there was an interview I did prior to the interview for my role, for my job, and then they asked me a question that I answered the question, but that wasn't the best answer I could have given. So after the interview, immediately after I went on ChatGPT and said, okay, I was asked this question. What are the answers? I went online. I researched about what are the, it's a step, walk me through the step of this and that question. So I went through the steps, I did everything, and then I added it to my interview notes. The interview I now did for the job I later got, they asked me that similar question, but because I already done that, I've gone over it, I was able to answer confidently, and I was proud of my answer because I did my homework already. So number two is I always review my weak answers. If I feel like this question, I did not know it, I've never heard this thing before, I'm going to update my interview notes. And next time I'm preparing for an interview, I read my interview notes.